Okay. Audio's up, visuals up, stream quality unstable, just how we like it. Alright. Actually, let me real quick check Discord. I believe I have a league game tomorrow. I just want to check, make sure I do, and also see what the hell. Where is it? Is it Nutcup? Nutcup against Painkiller Blade, looks like. My 6 Journeymen rookie numbers. It's gonna be a rough one here. Fortunately, we only have 2 rerolls, so the lack of the mass amount of Journeymen hopefully won't hurt too much. It is just gonna suck that we can't dodge Journeymen without being incredibly scared. We can't swing with Journeymen without being incredibly scared. And our team isn't that great to begin with. We do have a dodge lineman, that's nice. Wood Elves versus Lizardmen? I don't hate Wood Elves versus Lizardmen. It's one of those matches that could easily go really bad for us, but 5 Journeymen's gonna make it a little bit worse. But I actually think Wood Elves are one of the few teams I actually kind of enjoy playing against Lizardmen. He's got a Croxicore. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna receive because I don't want to lose players before my first turn. Multi-block Croxicore might actually be decent this game. And then 2 Bloxsaurus. So neither of us have many skills. Both 2 rerolls and an Apo, and then me 5 Journeymen. Ooh, is he going all in here? He is. Okay, he is going all in. Gee. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, this is just not a wise thing to do against Wood Elves. I don't have a thrower, though. Multi-block that's actually false stab. Multi-block stab is unironically good, it's just that it's really hard to get. I think I'm gonna carry on the dodge lineman. And I'm actually gonna rush a quick touchdown here. We're sacrificing 1 on the Croc, so if he gets a blitz, he can only move Skinks here. Because blitz could actually be bad. If we get a really deep kick, then yeah, we have to pull back, but... Oop. I'm so sad they did that maybe not. Why did they do that? It just feels like such a stupid change. It's very sunny. I fortunately don't have a thrower yet. Do we have enough movement to do this with you? Let's see if you get a pal first. Get a boat down. That works. That's a knockout. That's really big. Yeah, let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe we have enough movement to do this. 1 rush. Not even a rush. Cool. Alright, you're actually gonna stay there then? Let's put you here. It'd be hard for him to mark you. Actually, do put you here, because that way he won't be able to easily get 2 dice in you. If he blitzes him, I guess he can, but... And you... I mean, I don't want you getting hit with Mighty Blow, which is the main reason I'm thinking of dodging you. Yeah. There we go. Nope. Just because of Blitz's reaction, I'm happy they did. I wonder what they're gonna do with Horkon in Blood Bowl 3 or Warhammer Blood Bowl. Because his whole thing is he's a multi-block assassin. With dodge. And he might have jump up and of course his star player ability, but if you remove multi-block from him, he is just a terrible, terrible, terrible star. He's currently not a good one, but I mean that removes the fun of him. Granted, they removed the fun of Grombrindal as well, but they at least made him like decent in exchange. Horkon's just in a weird place with him not really existing on tabletop. I mean, they can't. His once per game ability is incredible. If they replace his once per game ability, that's an even worse nerf for him. It's what if he fails a dodge, he can just pass it on a 3+. I mean that is insane. Even beyond funny, haha, cage diving a stab. Swapping that for, oh, once per game he could use multi-block stab would just be terrible. Even once per drive would be terrible. Hey, he's wasting Saurus hitting a tree. A rooted tree, we like that. Hey, Grave. Was I wrong about his ability? Oh, no, you just don't want to watch me play Blood Bowl, I see. I like that he's spending his time hitting my tree instead of stopping me from getting the touchdown. I do appreciate this. And he took the boat down. This guy is an interesting fellow. Alright, well, we might actually be able to stall here then. Perfect. I don't like that he can blitz the War Dancer. I don't like that he can touch me. Might actually put you here. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, quad ones, I'll take it. Sort of see stars here. Yeah, I'm really surprised. He dedicated 4 players to this. No armor break, lovely. I just popped in to say hello and then now let's get back to work. Have fun. Thank you, thank you. Ah, so you really will not watch me play Blood Bowl. Fair enough. At least you're a man of your word. He's gang fouling a tree. I have seen this work out maybe 1 out of every 10 times. He's 11, armor 11 plus with thick skull. Hey, Salamander, how you doing? He's going for it, though. Let's see. Skink gets sent off. Yep, just a stun. No send off is fine. I'm cool if this just stuns and doesn't send off. I presume he's blitzing my War Dancer because I did give that to him. Nope, blitzing my dodge piece. Does get it. No armor break. Very lovely. I'm switching off this music. It's a little too repetitive. Going to hyperdrive boogie. Oh, good bowhead. Like that. The lizard mints, I don't think running to the left will actually be that good for me. All the skinks are down here, so I don't have to worry about any funny stunty dodges here. Oh, he's got block set. And knockout's not the end of the world this early on. That's a Journeyman. He wants that tree dead. I'm gonna be honest, I simultaneously am not too worried because it's a tree, and also I don't think this tree's gonna do that much in this matchup. Full Saurus and Crocs here. does get rid of the tree, I will appo that. Does he get sent off? He does. Ooh, double sent off. I'm gonna appo it, yeah. Oh. At least he gets sent off. Fortunately, Wood Elves do not really need a tree, so being down him next match won't be the end of the world or anything. Yeah, what's one more Journeyman? It's just gonna help us trim team value. I will say we do have the Dauntless Wrestle War Dancer might actually come in handy this game. Tails is a little annoying in this matchup, unfortunately. Ooh, that block has been doing him wonders. Another knockout is a little rough. We're down 3 players already. Yeah, we might not be able to stall anymore, unfortunately. And we can. Just not super well. And now he's got skinks. That's the main thing. Is that if they just do some wacky stunty dodges, they actually can be pretty annoying here. So yeah, we'll try to hurt the source here, and then go on our merry way. Probably isn't worth it.
Wait, there's something wrong.
There we go.
Bandits!
Hey, Gondra, thank you for the raid. I hope you won that game against humans. We're getting a little bit smacked around here by Lizardmen.
Ah!
Welcome, Painkiller, welcome. Did get both the knockouts back. Alright, that's big. We're just down the tree. So we're actually even on players here. As you can see, we're going into this game with 5 Journeymen. A humble 5 Journeymen. Nothing too crazy. I know, yeah, it's actually, for Wood Elves, not that bad. Kind of an embarrassingly few amount of Journeymen, to be honest. Good night, LeFay. Hope you had a lovely time in Gondra's stream. Yeah, that is true, Gondra. That is the hope, is that they can carry me. I got a strip ball war dancer and a Dauntless Wrestle one, which is actually pretty good in this matchup. Dauntless Wrestle, he's got 2 blocks, Saurus. Obviously, we randomed both those skills, did not choose those on purpose. Welcome, Fiona, welcome. Missed next game trees. Oh, Fiona, yeah, you got missed next gamed. Sorry. Sucks to suck. We are only rocking 1 reroll now, while he's got 2, which isn't super ideal. 50-50 catch. Oh, never mind. Doesn't get a chance to catch it anyways. Get owned. Not sunny anymore. Not that either of us were planning on passing. Does he swing with his blockless piece before going for the ball? Oh yeah, Painkiller, we're going against each other tomorrow, aren't we? In the Nut Cup. Just a push, lovely. Is getting tails on me, which is bothersome. I might have to blitz that to just get him off me. What team are you running? I'm running humans. Of course. Oh yeah, humans versus slightly naked Bashir humans. I'm actually pretty excited for that matchup. Just a stun. Alright, no removals. Very good. Does get the pickup. Does protect the ball. Might 1D with the War Dancer actually, so I can help free up these pieces. And the tail's a real problem in this game. And no, we're gonna 1D with Dauntless. Good work, Dauntless.
Chicken chaser? Do you chase chickens?
All of his skinks are up there, so I don't have to worry about any handoff shenanigans. I just don't want to run strip ball down there, really, so we're just gonna keep him marked. Work. It's fine. Cool, he lives. Oh, Contra, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Slightly naked Bashir humans isn't a description that would come to mind for Norse. Was not entirely wrong. You get Zug? You have that much team value? Or that little team value? Nice. Love just seeing a push here. Yeah, I saw that you didn't have the Yeti, but And you didn't have any berserkers. If I get stuck, I have to sack an off. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, I didn't think at your current team value that you'd be able to get Zug. Think you cooked in BBT? What's going wrong there? I would love if Croc's boneheaded. That would help out quite a bit. I mean, I could Dauntless Blitz him if need be, but still. I'd rather not resort to that. The Necro team is 2 positional levels compared to 5 zombies levels. Ooh, the Necro curse. Never being able to level your whites or your wraiths and flesh golems. Good job, Dauntless. Ooh, good armor break. Actually helps a lot. Ooh, very good. That might be a power appa. Is not a power appa. We're looking at some Journeyman dodges here. It's a reroll. It's fine. He wouldn't have been too useful standing there either. Tommy's did love too. Oh, good, just push. That feels like it's always the case with the undead. That sometimes mummies clean house, but other times, man, they really don't do shit, and then it's just your zombies that murder everything. Alright, the lack of rerolls bums me out, but I really felt like we needed that, or else he could just waltz right through us. Who's blitzing that? I'm interested if he's actually going to be able to get a good cage here. Especially just with a push. That's another player being wasted here. And another play. Now that's all of them stuck. I don't think he's getting this. And it's on a chameleon, so he doesn't have movement 8 either. And one and okay, he's not getting it. Source is the only one that could. Oh wait, he's got a reroll. I'm a dumbass. I was out of rerolls. I'm like, haha, we got him. Just a push. But I mean, he does not have anything. His best bet. See, that's the fact. If it was a normal skink, he would just have to move here, and he would be in range. But what he's got, I don't think he's gonna be. If he just runs down here, I don't think he can stop the War Dancer from just getting him. I've got dodge, dodge, dodge here. Yeah, any team with the guy, this guy's gonna kill everything, they never do. It's always your random, like, corn marauders and shit. Okay, it does look like he's gonna try to force me... No, never mind. Yep. And we'll try to pick this up just to... I'm sure he's got no chance here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a journeyman. That's fine. As long as he doesn't somehow magically get this, which it is fully possible for him to get this here. As long as he doesn't, he only gets one chance to get that Crocs back. If he doesn't get that back, we're actually in, like, almost the exact same position. Both down linemen, both down our big guy. Oh, he's not even trying for it, so cool. Alright, 50-50 chance that he's down that Crocs, and I will be a very happy man. Just a stun, lovely. I don't like he gets this. I really don't like that. In the case that's game 2 is the gutter runner getting the injuries. Beautiful. Just a stun. That's perfectly fine. Alright. Pray he doesn't roll a pal on this War Dancer. Doesn't matter. That doesn't give you triple dice. You rolled a pal on the War Dancer. I've used my app already, which did nothing. You got? Okay. Alright, both of us are really hoping we get our knock. If he gets his back and I don't get mine, that's gonna be pretty monumentally bad here. Neither of us got ours back. I would say that's worse for me than him. That tail was really annoying, but losing a War Dancer is about the worst thing that could happen there. But we have the strip ball. We have the important one still. We can actually do this now that the Crocs is gone. Alright, we'll see who's more upset by these knockouts not coming back. I'm just grateful it was both of ours, not just mine. He's got on the ball. Is he allowed to try to catch his time, or will changing weather fuck him again? Nope. Cheering fans was a draw, I'm assuming? Yep, draw. And he does not succeed the catch. That's one more player gone. Just a push, lovely. Cool, that means no matter what, War Dancer's not getting blitzed. That's both his block pieces. Ooh, does swing without block before securing the ball. Does not screw him. I really don't think he should be carrying on Chameleon Skinks. Running two Chameleon Skinks at all is pretty weird. Safe moves last, of course, of course. Safe moves last, baby, and he's didn't reroll that. He's giving me a chance for a good scatter. We might need the movement, so take the dodge. Very good. Oh, not a good scatter. Not a good scatter at all. I might have to leave that. I don't think I can. It's not the worst thing ever, and then he asked to roll a POW on me. Oh, he does have Shadowing. I forgot about that. I mean, it only works on a 6, but... Got the ball. I think we chill. Because he could just hit us to the Chameleon anyways. There's 2 dodges. 2 loner dodges. This is... I will reroll this here. We take this. Awesome. 6, 7, 8. We do have to take this going for it. Yep. Not rerolling on a loner. Alright, he does get a blitz on me, unfortunately. Assuming the only reason you run one is a leader K, definitely don't need 2. Yeah. I mean, on the ball is something on them, but overall, Chameleons are a pretty disappointing piece. In 2025, they're better, considering they actually have passing access. That actually makes them, like, decent. Oh wait, no, do they have passing access now? Look, I might be being dumb. No, they have passing access on secondary. Yeah, they only got passing access on primary and, Okay, well that's unfortunate for him, but still, Okay, well, on the bright side, for him, it doesn't matter that that was a terrible move. He had a blitz on me or two going for it. Would have fucked him all the same. 4 skulls. Not much you could do against that, but... Well, this gives me a chance to get a... my other War Dancer back. Tragically gives him a chance to get his, Crocs back as well. Sora's can touch me, but that's all. You can blitz me, I guess. Yeah, there's technically something. If he shadows this, he's actually sabotaging his blitz. He should be grateful that failed. Yeah, I wish they made chameleon skinks more interesting with like a unique ability or something. I don't know, they got... They're chameleons and they got the long tongues and stuff. I feel like you could have done more interesting stuff than just on the ball and shadowing. And then slower movement. I mean, that's the thing. Slower movement is like the worst thing they could have as like their detriment. Mr. Dodge in my block sequence. I might just get this touchdown here. I might not bother stalling at all here. I mean, yeah, we really can't stall much, so I think we just get the touchdown. Hopefully we get our War Dancer back and he still doesn't get his Crocs back. I'm gonna go for a greedy triple dice though. Extra arms. I mean, monstrous mouth would have made a lot of sense just for the fact that they have kind of a monstrous mouth, but it wouldn't actually be a very good thing on them. If they were movement 8, it would, but... Ooh, he got his back. I didn't get either of mine back. That's a bummer. But, I mean, with the touchdown differential we have, I don't think he's going to be able to tie this. It's certainly doable. Yeah, I mean, they do have a prehensile tongue. I bet there's a lot of cool stuff you could do with that. I mean, extra arms would obviously be fucking phenomenal on them. A stunty that can pick up on 2s is just crazy. Look at gnome foxes. Although them picking up on 2s and really why gnome foxes are ridiculous. It's them with 7 movement dodging on 2s. Will he actually catch the ball this time? Brilliant coaching. I get a reroll. He doesn't catch the ball. I hate the foxes. I like them. My only thing is I think they should be strength 1. There ain't no way I'm losing to 2 foxes. There ain't no way that 2 foxes is equal strength to me, a man. 3 foxes, honestly, still debatable, but that's at least like, okay, we could talk about it. If they start, like, going for my eyes and shit. Because currently, 2 foxes is supposed to be equal strength to a human. That's wrong. Rabies, okay, maybe they win the long run. Maybe they get a draw in the long run, but... Same thing, a fox is not the strength of a goblin. Now, granted, I do believe if we saw a fox fighting a snotling, it would just be like... The snotling's neck in the fox's mouth as he does that thing that, like, dogs and cats do, where they kind of just, like, swing their head back and forth with, like, the limp snotling body there. I feel like that would be how that would go. Like, I don't think they stand a chance against a goblin, but I also think a snotling would just be obliterated by them. People have been murdered by chihuahuas? Should be chihuahuas be strength too? I'm sure, like, a large pheasant has killed someone. That pheasant's not strength too. Poison would be interesting. You get bit by this player, and then in 5 turns, you die of fucking rabies. Chihuahuas have dauntless? Honestly, they do. He took the boat down and knocked himself out. Injured Journeyman? That's okay. I'm leap blitzing. Will it result in my war dancer dying? Yes. Yes, it will. I got 3 rerolls. You bet I'm using them. I did this wrong. I'm doing a 3+ for no reason. I don't know why I did the 3+. I don't know why I did that. I mean, technically it was 1 movement less, but there was no reason for me to do that. I never liked this war dancer anyways. Actually, he might not stomp with them because he might still try to get the draw here. I actually don't think he's fouling the war dancer. I think he's trying to get the draw. Which, I mean, if I don't get either of my knockouts back and he removes another player or 2, is very doable. He might still foul him with the source back here. I don't know if a one-man foul is a great move, but if it takes me out, I'd say that's a pretty good move. I would not be surprised to see a Saurus foul. Now, a block Saurus foul, that would surprise me. If that's the way we're going. That's true. I don't know if I've seen a Saurus foul animation. Boo, coward. Hey, that's actually pretty good. We got another chance. I should probably move you first, but I kind of want you to be a retrieval here. God has given us another chance. Do you want a shadow over there, bud? I would have taken it for the fun. Hey, look at that. I'm getting surfed. Stand next to the skate, so it'll be slightly harder for him to surf me. Well, I want the ball. I do want the ball. Once again, if I do this, it might actually be harder for him to surf the war dancer. Would it be harder for him to surf him? I think it would, if he wants to also get the ball out of my hands. Hello. I would say this is worth it. What's one more journeyman when this guy dies? Hey, Bitwise. And hey, Cobblestorm. I should throw my prime so if he fails with Thesaurus. But now I wish he found with Thesaurus. We could still see it. Source files are pretty lackluster. Grew up on an underworld gutter once. Sad. I don't know if I've ever seen a tree foul. I have seen a tree leap, and it is horrifying. No man wants to see a tree leap. Hey, it was a good move. It wasted his reroll. Possibly kill a lineman, but eh. What's one more journeyman? What's one more journeyman? He's alive! I don't think he can surf this. Correction, he can 100% surf this war dancer. Correction, I looked at the stats. 1000% can surf the war dancer. Not even a question. But I don't think he can surf both. I'll say that at least. One of them will stay standing. What's the treep? Yeah, he kind of just magically floats into the sky and then lands. Doesn't knock down? You gotta choose who to surf. You can only surf one. Do you want to surf the ball or do you want to surf the war dancer? Decisions, decisions. Who's it gonna be? He goes for the war dancer. The ball is in my hands. Now granted, it's not in a great spot in my hands, but it is here. Hello. You join the party? He could have at the start, he could have, but with the moves he made, he couldn't. Now this guy right here. Now I'm gonna surf this skink. I don't care if it's a 1D. Because it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. How'd that war dancer do? He's fine. I could try to hand off to this funny guy here. Yeah, screw it. We already win. There's no way we don't. Beautiful work. Oh, I should have moved one to the left. That's my bad. Well, we're just gonna take a going for it. Who cares? Yeah, sure, reroll. It's 2 going for it with no rerolls. I'm no coward. We went for the handoff. In fact, I have no more players on the field that I care if they die, so there's no reason for me not to just do funny plays here. I care about none of these people. Everyone that I care about's already dead. A 1 here would be really funny. Oh, he's gotta take the boat down. Does stun me, but this guy's in range, I believe. And this guy actually wanted to get the touchdown. Alright, buddy. I need you to do good things for me here. I got rerolls to spare, but you gotta behave. Hey, look at you. Just gotta make a 5+ dodge, and then we'll power a boat down. Or do that, and then pin me against the wall. That does work as well. Alright, I also have to do a 3+ then. I could get a 1D blitz on him, but I mean the 3+ is just kind of better. Because yeah, with the blitz we would have to do 2 going for it anyways. Which is technically the same as 3+, 2+, but we get an automatic reroll on both of those. Well, on at least one of those. So yeah, this is better with the automatic reroll. Ooh. Hey! I swear it rolled to another 1. The dreaded end zone tripwire didn't get us. And the War Dancer got it back up last minute just to say hi. What a game! 3-0. I think we have more Journeymen than we did last time. That's not true. I think we had like 3 missed next games from last game. Bullshit MVP here. I think that's a Journeyman too. I think that's just an absolute nothing. You got some SPP, that's good. Not a lot of blocks thrown this game. It's definitely not from my end. Pretty even enough dice here. Yeah, nothing crazy here. Easiest game I've ever seen. Hey, we've cleared out most of the missed next games. Yeah, we're only 3 Journeymen this next game. That's fucking nothing. Now, do I recruit the 4 SPP armor busted lineman? Let me think. No. No, I'm actually good. I want the 3rd reroll, but if the 3rd reroll's kind of useless if all of my players have loner. So I think I'm getting the thrower. Imagine all your journeymen are going back to the guild hall with like broken necks and broken legs. I mean, they basically are. Do I save for a stat up on a War Dancer? Like strip balls, or not strip balls, sidestep's really good, but stat up is really good. And you're at 13 SPP. It's 5 more than we need for this. I think I'm saving for a fun stat up. If we were at 8, then I would just go for the level up, but 13. And yeah, I think we're getting the thrower instead of the third reroll. It'll help fill in one of our journeyman slots, and also, I really like having a thrower. Unfortunately, our sure hands lineman is a bit shit now. He was a decent guy to start with the ball, but now that we have a thrower, he's kind of just useless. But he will be kept nonetheless, because he's better than a journeyman. One of those scenes where they don't want their name called to play in the pros. Oh, we got our quest. Gotta win one more game with Wood Elves, and that's our last quest here done. Which puts us very close to finishing the Blood Pass. See you, Godfrey. Thanks for the raid. Have a lovely night. Got a game. Is this the same Lizardmen team? I think it is. It is. He got 2 blocked. Fuck. That's pretty bad, actually. He got 2 more block pieces. God, that yesterday with vampires, I got the same opponent twice in a row too. Oh, Elves can't get Cindy. Keg feels like the correct choice here. Ooh, he gets to start. That's rough. I don't feel great about this game. We don't even have a tree for him to waste a few turns hitting. But we do have another dodge, and we do have a thrower. Which, let's hope the thrower lives long enough to use his throwing skills. Screw it, we're gonna go for a full thing here. Oh, but no, I'm dumbass. I thought we had an extra player. I'm stupid. Don't look. I'm a little nervous about this one. Kinda wish I just took the reroll now. Because I don't know how useful his thrower is gonna be here. Also kinda wish I took sidestep on this War Dancer here now. But we got the keg. The keg should at least help us with the knockout recoveries. It never does. The keg never does anything. Let's bounce in, please. That would be pretty nice if we can just rush for that though. Okay, just ooh, it does bounce out. Sure. The cheering thing for us gives us SPP for fouling. I don't think that's gonna come up this game. Believe it or not. Yeah, at least that skink's stuck back there, so there's something. Gives it to a Saurus. I do have to remind him I have a Dauntless wrestle piece, but I can't hate on that. That's not a bad idea. But this is why I don't think this was actually a terrible pick. Well, not picks, like random then. I do have to remind my opponent, very rude to remove more than one player in the first turn, so I would hope that he's respectful and doesn't remove any more players here. Hey, Teox, how you doing? We got a immediate rematch against this Lizardman team. We just went 3-0 against them, and I fear this game's not going to go as well. But honestly, I think Source Ball Carrier is a good move for him here. Bummer about the kick going out of bounds. Because Skink Ball Carrier was just one leap away. This, even if I blitz him and Dauntless him, I still have to actually knock him down. Okay, he really doesn't know what he wants to do with this Source. An absolutely horrible day at work. These goddamn arrows fucking freezing. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, working outside, that shit sucks. He was respectful and did not remove more than one player. I appreciate that. It's not great. That Source Ball Carrier is pretty difficult for me to deal with here. I think I am going to take this, Dauntless hit here. Good. I'm listening to random fucking copyright-free music. I get whatever I got. I like that fucking Aldo mod tried to take down that message. This obviously isn't great, but eh. I'm a ride operator, so usually it's fine. Not today, 54 degrees, but wind chill made it like 32. God. Those will be dodges likely, unless he does a blitz there. My assumption is that he blitzes this. Gets to pin me up against the wall here, and also opens this up if he wants to take it. I don't think he takes it this turn, though. I don't think he's rushing a touchdown against me. Considering how many touchdowns I got against him last time, I don't think he wants to give me six turns to get mine. block doing wonders for him. Doesn't break armor though, so that makes me happy. Hey, Laszlo, how you doing? I do as in short sleeves. Yeah, more fun. Jesus, I'm happy. I've never had a job that had me working outside. To touch the automatic, keep things lore accurate. Just call it a corno. That feels like a good compromise. Now this is looking to be a something based cage. This is actually not even a something a baseball carrier, technically. Unfortunately, it's my Dauntless piece that has to open this up. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty difficult for me to actually get at this ball here. And if I do, it's gonna be an uphill. Just basically 2 3+s I have to make. Since he has block, both down doesn't work for me. I mean, if I get this, I can do a 3+ dodge to get him. I don't know, it might just lead to me getting surfed and burning rerolls. Because I'd have to put you here to get 1D here without block. Just a 3+, and then a 3+ dodge into a possible just Dauntless failure, and then at best a 1D. It's really not great anything there. I could instead take this hit here, which would be a 3+ Dauntless into an uphill if the Dauntless fails, and then gives me a strip ball uphill on him. I mean, no, that's all just bad. Also, this would be a uphill no matter what, so I shouldn't take that. I think we are taking the Dauntless uphill here. Dauntless fails. And into a skull. That's a shame. Dauntless yet to proc this game. Yeah, probably would have made more sense to back off, but he did have tails on me. Yeah, I've got a mod for the Blood Bowl 2 skill icons. Yeah, no surf at least. Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of hits here, and we burn to reroll on nothing. Or Dancer didn't explode, and he might not have time to foul him. But free hit here, hit. On the bright side, he doesn't have a lot of players free to protect the ball with all those hits he's gotta take. Does get a chain push here, which can free him up. He chooses not to, though. The POW is unnecessary. No armor breaks is huge on both of those. Those are valuable pieces. You can take this hit and then free him up, but he can't really do much besides just mark a lineman who can just 2+ dodge. If Croxagore boneheads, he's actually in a pretty bad spot. I mean, he's got 4 lizardmen, or 4 skinks. If they all just do their thing, then he's fine. Granted, he should be moving these skinks before swinging with all these players.
Chicken chaser. Do you chase
But
chickens?
he does activate. Thank you, Vaughn, for the follow. Really appreciate it. And makes the dodge. That was our last real hope. Well, next strat, I think, is just force him into a quick touchdown. That's good. Burn one of those rerolls. We're both down to 1. Does give him another removal, unfortunately. And we got pretty lucky. Just a skillless lineman. Now, next game, what's one more game of loners? But you don't think I can, in good conscience, try to cage dive this ball in turn 3 here. Hey, Dom was triggered. Oh, it's just a stun. Got me excited there. Good turn. We've got pretty good pressure on him here. Slow spins. I mean, yeah, I got the same opponent twice in a row. So I don't think there's too many people queued up here. I didn't know there were mods for Blood Bowl 2, or Blood Bowl 3, yeah. Is this the only mod I use? I have that, and I have a mod that replaces the injury icons with just abbreviations for what it is. So, like, seriously injured, missed next game, badly hurt and stuff. I'll send here's the link to the skill icon mod if you ever want to check that out. Some of the icons, unfortunately, over time have stopped working. Like, an example here. Which I think all these ones are working. But, oh, there you can see Dauntless is using the new one still. Stand Firm stopped working. Just as they've updated the game, a few of the ones have broken. I don't think the guy ever updated the mod. Did he not blitz? Oh no, he's got the source. He's got blitz here to get the chameleon down. Nope, not blitzing that. Alright, he's relying on a skink dodge here. If it fails, he's in a really bad spot. Because I get a 1-DO strip ball. Okay, he's still doing that. I'm interested in that one. He's throwing the game. I like that. I approve of this. Doesn't have the Crocs on my War Dance, so this is just a, Is it going for it here? really wish it wasn't you doing this. If this wasn't a Journeyman, I would do it with him. But I want you a bit. I mean, you're so far away, you're not going to be able to throw it anyways. Alright, 3+. That'll do. Does bounce out. A pretty good one at it, at that. If you're gonna stay there, we're not gonna set up a touchdown threat here. Perfect. You chill, so he doesn't get tails on me easily. You can still do it pretty easily. You're at least keeping the source in check. Very good. Yep, he kind of just threw the game there. He had 2 chances to dodge into protecting the ball, but he just chose to give me this. And it is going to be basically impossible for him to get a blitz on the ball here, unless he wants to do a bunch of weird skink dodges. Which I love to see. Looks like he is going to surf the catcher. Fair enough. Catcher knew what he was getting into here. He's fine. Just a stop. Yeah, we got pretty lucky there. Didn't even have to burn our reroll. Because if we did burn that, I'd be feeling much more nervous here. But just having a single reroll on what else makes you feel so much safer. But yeah, even if we did burn it, he has dodge, he has dodge, he has dodge, so it wouldn't be the scariest thing ever. Wouldn't be ideal, but... Alright, now I know what I would do if I were him here. But I don't think... I mean, it risks his players getting hurt, but... I don't think he's gonna do it regardless here. That GFI actually made his defense much worse. His 1Ds with the skinks have been fucking popping off, though. Doesn't follow. Okay, thrower did nothing this game, but he existed, I guess. Actually, we're gonna appo that. I want the thrower for our offense. I'm surprised he didn't follow. I know you don't want to have your skinks marked, but making me have a chance to fail a 1 in 36. You should be taking those. But, yep. He should not have taken this going for it. If he stayed here, this actually would have sucked for me. But now it's just a 2+. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I think that's the best we got. good. Oh, should have moved you first. Ooh. Cool. Could 5+ dodge in, but I mean, I'm not too upset about that. I'd rather him have a 5+ compared to a 6+ and not have to risk the going for it. Do you ever take pro in a war dancer? Not intentionally. I don't even think I would take it as skill 3 or 4. I think I'd just save for a stat up at that point. But if I randomed it, I wouldn't be upset. Compared to my random Wrestle Dauntless guy here, which is actually really useful in this matchup with 4 Bloxsaurus. We do only have 3 turns to make this, so we gotta make sure we actually do push forward here. The main upside we have is I don't think he's gonna be able to really screen above us, so we should be able to actually make good distance here. The main thing is just keeping the ball protected while doing that. Yeah, because that's tail on the War Dancer, but I think that is a mistake. I think you should have blitzed in here and then put the tail on the ball. Pro's definitely good on uphills, and just in general. I mean, Wood Elves do burn through rerolls pretty fast. The main thing is just the fact that most of what War Dancers are doing are stuff that you really need to work. So unless you're out of rerolls, you'd rather just use a reroll than risk pro failing. With the exception, uphills. Uphills is where pro really shines. But if you fail dodge or going for it that you need to work, chances are you don't want to risk pro failing. And even if it's not an important play, a War Dancer tripping and die. That's the same issue I have with pro on new Imperial Nobilities. On the Blitzers, it's cool, but on the Thrower, I rarely find any use for it. That's actually not true. First of all, if you're out of rerolls, huge. But with the new Secure the Ball, being able to do a 2+ pickup on the ball with pro is actually really nice. That is true. Pro's obviously great on big guys and the sort. Good he failed that. That actually would have been pretty annoying. I could blitz this to pop you out, but that's a loner hit, and I don't take those. We are gonna mark you because you're the only source that's gonna be able to reach us. Enough. Don't risk a failed dodge. He actually wouldn't have been able to reach us anyways, should I have marked him? this is officially safer. A 40k Mighty Blow, or is it not what a War Dancer should be doing? I actually don't hate Mighty Blow in a War Dancer. Painkiller does make a good point. In 2025, Mighty Blow costs an extra 10k team value. So it's actually 50k on them. Obviously, if it was 20k, yes, Mighty Blow would be great. But yeah, I don't think Wood Elves are not like vampires, where like you don't play the bash game at all with vampires. Wood Elves can take advantage of Mighty Blow to help, especially in this matchup where he's got skinks. Wood Elves can take advantage of that. Once again, not really what I like to pick, but it could be a very impactful tool. Damn inflation. I'd say if you want to build like a murdering War Dancer, I think actually Frenzy is a better pick. Mighty Blow's better, but for an extra 30k, eh. He should take a going for it here. He doesn't. That's a mistake. Getting tail me would actually be really annoying. Granted, I can just blitz my way out, but still. Don't risk shadowing being a bitch here. Very nice. Very nice. Cool, you guys chill on the ground. Alright, it will be very difficult for him to stop me here. Thank you, Bitwise. Someone else called it porno music. I'm glad someone here appreciates it. Pick a frenzy dancer, your other dancer is your primary blitzer. Up, Painkiller comes in. But I was, because I started taking a Frenzy War Dancer in Arena, I was surprised how nice it was to have. There is the fact, sometimes, you really wish you didn't have Frenzy. Nice. Alright, cool. Touchdowns, ours. Getting closer to that stand-up. Tragically, we've not have any knockdown players here for the keg to do anything. Ooh, he doesn't get his back. Cool. Alright, we're down one player compared to him. Alright, Thrower, I wasted my apothecary on you. You better do some work here. And don't you dare roll a 1 on pickup when I have a short hands lineman. That's gonna piss me off. Alright, going very aggressive. Not bad aggressive. If I can get a second touchdown, we just win. Oh, bounce out, please. Eh. Alright, I have to attract my super aggressiveness here. We're still gonna send the people up there, but we're not doing it. We're not actually passing this turn. I guess I could pass to you. Take the blitz first. I want to see what happens here. Just a push. Yeah, we're not doing it this time. It is only one going for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 handoff. I mean, that's fucking nothing, man. That's nothing. Fuck it, man. I play to have a good time, not play well and win games. That's fucking ridiculous. I'd rather do this to the catcher, but yeah. 'Tis what I've been given here. He does have on the ball, but doesn't have enough. Ooh, actually on the ball. There's no way he's smart. I refuse to believe he's smart. I refuse to believe. I'm actively insulting this man's intelligence. I forgot on the ball. God, it's not just a kickoff return anymore. I say anymore like it didn't change fucking 6 years ago. Are you gonna get a Triumph first team? I have one. Yeah, it got missed next game. Hence the many Journeymen on this team. It got missed next game by this team, actually, since this is our second game playing against them. Oh no, it's his move here. And this is why I insult his intelligence. He could have marked him, which actually would have really fucked us. Alright, let's not burn all of my rerolls here, please. Thank you. Thank you. Technically, this would suffice, but then we get surfed. But do I really care about you getting surfed is the question. Oh, we could do this. Yeah, no, let's do this. There we go. He's got that shadowing. Can he shadow me all the way here? He cannot. He's got the shadowing! So you guys chill. Realistically, it might have been better to chill him there too. Did he take root and stay on the previous pitch? He did take root, and then he had to be knocked him down, and then they stomped on him a couple times. Just a stun, beautiful. And nothing, beautiful. I do not regret keeping them there. That's 2 pieces that aren't going to be able to swarm us now. In hindsight, yeah, I actually kind of wish I stayed on him too. Just a push. Rerolls. Gets the POW. See if he gets, That needs to remove. It doesn't. I don't know why he went there. He could have gotten Tails on me. He's not been doing a good job of putting Tails on me, because Tails is really scary as Elves. Elves do not like taking 3 pluses if they don't need to. You gotta get less of a baby tree for this team. It's the same tree. He's missed next game, so he's come back. It's actually Fiona. Fiona's been the tree for a while. Not done a lot. Did I random on them? I think I randomed and got like... Do trees have thick skull? Because if they don't, I'm pretty sure I random thick skull on the tree. Tail single-handedly turns a 136 to a 19. Yeah, exactly. 4 times the chance to fail. Yeah, he's not been doing a good job keeping it on me. I'm actually not taking this dodge. I'm gonna hit him with the catcher. That'll be a 1 in 81 chance of fucking me instead of 136. Good. Good. 1 SPP away from that stat up. Why'd they make that noise? His knockout still refuses to come back. I'm putting the sure hands on the front line because he means so little. Actually, fine, we'll put the skillless lineman up there. Alright, who's gonna be the sacrificial lamb? It's you! Congratulations. I just bought this thrower, he matters more to me than you. You're gonna be fine, can't you? Trust me. Alright, now just not let him get 2 touchdowns in 7 turns. Which is totally impossible. It's not. I definitely didn't do that last game. He's only got 1 reroll, which is nice. He's down to play. On the ball ain't getting you all the way over there. Cheering fans. Is a draw? I think we've drawn like every cheering fans. The Journeyman lives. And all of them live. Look at that. He's putting his Crocs going weird places. Why would a Crocs be here? I wonder if Cyanide borrowed to make an animation for a tree ant using leap. I was just talking about that earlier. I've seen it. It is horrifying. Because trees they don't even need the leap skill since you guys leap over prone players. And yeah, it's horrifying. They kind of just fucking do a little tiny hop that launches them 10 feet in the air and then they fucking plop down. Catcher, you are like, oh, so annoyingly in my way here. So you've made the mistake of having the ball within movement range of my War Dancer. We're fine. Get the ball out of your hands. Fucking demon. We're good. Everything's going according to plan. No one worry. Stand up. You're a journeyman. I don't care if you live or die. Stand all of you up. I don't care about any of you. Alright, out of rerolls. But the ball is out of his hands. I'm wanting to see the death roller since day one, but never bothered to try it. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. To be fair, there's not many death rollers out there. There's quite a lot of trees out there. With wood elves and halflings. Hey, look at that. Lives. It's a scatter. Does he revolt that? Does want that War Dancer dead. Ooh, you both dead. I thought you'd go for the scatter. There he is. I have used my Apple already. At 19 SPP, does he explode? Does he explode? It's fine. Could get stomped on though. But the only thing I'm aware of that doesn't have an animation in this game is the animation when crossing the line for a touchdown on no ball player. Can you... How would that happen anyways? With the, you know, the no ball part of that. My point is oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I guess that would be interesting if they made animations for those, not knowing that they couldn't get touchdowns. I have definitely seen the tree touchdown animation. I've got one of those myself, and I've thrown like 7 games trying to get it. I've lost many a halfling games because I hand off the ball from Griff to a tree man with no shame. Going for the 1D. A brave man. I too like going for 1Ds before picking up the ball. Fouls the War Dancer. War Dancer lives. Just a stun, nothing done. Fails the pickup. Last reroll gone. Be a psychopath not to reroll that. Does get it. I don't have strip ball available here, but I do have a normal ass War Dancer, and you've got no one to protect you. And I've definitely got enough to triple dice you. Actually, with no rerolls, maybe not. Hello, where are you going? Where are you going, you little scamp? Ooh, he actually could protect this. Particularly if he rolls a POW on a piece that he had to roll a POW on. He lives. Please, Bonehead. Ooh. Might just let him get this and protect the War Dancer up here. As much as I would love another 3-0 game. Could Fungus the Loon leap? No, Ball and Chains can't because their movement functions differently. Just in the game, they can't leap at all. Alright, yeah, we're gonna leave this be. Even though I could get an easy 2 dice on him. I don't really want my War Dancer up here dying. But it is an easy 2 dice on him. I mean, I'd be fucking throwing the game if I didn't go for this, right? I mean, come on. I mean, come on, right? Oh, didn't break armor. Hey, look at that. Oh, this is wasting all of his bodies. Fucked up path. Especially when he could have gotten triple dice. It's fine. Croxicore to score? I would fucking love if that happened. Almost as much as I would love if he stopped rolling POWs, because that's really mean. Not even a both down on these block pieces. Hey, it looks like he is not fouling the War Dancer. That's nice. He might be fouling, he might be blitzing the other War Dancer with the skink, which would be funny. Ooh, fails pickup. Do I scatter that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Dauntless. Dauntless, I think you've succeeded once in like 8 hits. Oh, they can pick up. But that's both the skinks marked. Ooh, Croxa score. Well, now I really want to see the Croxa score touchdown. Pro on him so he can reroll Dauntless. I mean, unironically, Pro is better on him now that he got Dauntless. I mean, I'm probably rerolling. I'm probably randoming a third general skill on him at this point. Ooh, he's not blitzing with block, he's hitting with the skink, which means he's not picking up this turn. I feel like he should have hit with the block source instead. He hasn't blitzed yet. And no, what a scatter we got! Hey, look at that! Look at that, that's pretty nice. He's got the Crocs and this guy here still, but that's pretty good scattered for me. Hello, Tails. Don't you worry though, because I've got Dauntless, and that's gonna fucking get you out of my way. If he could stop powering War Dancers, that would be appreciated. He's knocked out, honestly a blessing in disguise. That means he can't be murdered this game. Sadly though, it means he's not getting 20 SPP unless he gets MVP. Mathematically worse to reroll Dauntless than it is to reroll the half die. Well, yeah, but if you have Pro, is that the case? And before Dauntless rolls a 1, it's gonna. Well, actually, worse not doing Dauntless. Actually, no, we are taking a Dauntless Blitz. Hey, Dauntless works. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Coward! Ah! Bud. You just stay on the ground, you don't matter anymore. That sounded mean, but it's true. Alright, but counterpoint Painkiller, what if it's Dauntless to get, So is that the same if it's an uphill and if it's a, So if you're rolling and it'll be like a... Wait, here's one. If it fails, you get an uphill. If it succeeds, you get 2 dice. Is that still worse to reroll the Dauntless? Because that's a big difference. If it's 1D or uphill, or 2D or 1D for if Dauntless succeeds or fails. Sure, but I think if it's 2 dice into uphill if Dauntless fails, that might be different. Because Pro is specifically actually pretty damn good on uphills, since if you roll like a skull and something else, you can just re-roll the skull. It's still worse providing the Dauntless is a 3+. Interesting. Yeah, I never reroll Dauntless. I trust in the dice that will follow. Hey, that's useful. Can you get here reasonably? No. This is better for me. Rip. It was a 2+. Prop score touchdown? Oh. Sad. It looks like we're just gonna end the game 2-0. I was hoping a combined score with our 2 games against this opponent would have been 6-0. But I'll take a humble 5-0. Hey, Art, how you doing? A rerolled uphill is better odds of working than rerolling a 2+. But that doesn't take into account that if you fail the 2+, you can still do fine on the red dice 70% of the time. Yeah. Yeah, I think in general, for the most part, just don't reroll the Dauntless unless you have so many rerolls that you're okay with rerolling the Dauntless and the other dice, in which case then fucking go wild. For the most part, I think Dauntless just isn't worth rerolling. Knockouts, that's fine. Honestly, I think I'm preferring knockouts over anything else. It means you can't foul these guys. I kind of wish he knocked out this War Dancer. Oh, that helps. Oh, no, he passed the end. Ooh, hold up. Can we make our combined games against this guy 6-0? I mean, we need to get the ball to you. You're unfortunately under tails. And I don't want to risk you tripping and dying because I don't have the money to replace you. Might just be 4+ pass on you. With no rerolls, I think that might actually just be our best play here. It's not 4+, it's 5+. It's a shame we got the thrower right here, but I don't see any good way to actually utilize him here. Wait, hold up, hold the fuck up. War Dancer just pops his butt over here. Then we could take a 1D here. War Dancer wouldn't trip and die, that'd be very rude of him. Good War Dancer. Good. It doesn't matter regardless. Alright, go for it. Oh! Very close. Good try. Two plus is about 83%. Rerolled red dice, needing just both downs is closer to 93. And 70% of the time the first red dice works and you keep the reroll complete? Yeah. And 70% of the time it works every time. Exactly. That's a shame. This is a downgrade from last game. But only one missed next game player that isn't a Journeyman. Meaning, I think we're gonna be 10 players next game. We're getting close to no Journeyman. Unless he murders a player right now. He's not blitzing the War Dancer. That's awesome. All right, we don't lose any War Dancers. That's good. Real shame we're one SPP short of getting the stat up on our strip ball War Dancer, which would have been really nice. Oh, he wants to kill the player. He doesn't get it. Ref, get this guy out of my face. Get him off the field. I don't want to see him. Thank you, Ref. I will take it. MVP on the... Oh. It's at least... I mean, you can get... We're close to getting you, like, block or wrestle, I guess. Look at those dice rolls. Absolute dice, 7 skulls, 5 pows. Disgusting. Okay, actually, he rolled an insane amount of pows on there. The pows on the War Dancers and all the dodge pieces were definitely upsetting, but he didn't arm... Actually, he arm broke us a decent bit. I'll say we did fine. And we have finished the Blood Pass. I will decide at some point if I actually buy it. I don't know, because I kind of want to save up Warpstone for the Bretonia Tomb Kings thing. And there's not a lot of cosmetics here I really care about. Even the ones I do like are for teams I don't play that often. And like, I play humans a lot, but I don't really like humans in 2025, so I won't really be playing them much once Warhammer Blood Bowl comes out. I already have this, so I guess this would be nice on halflings. I can get 2 flaming trees, and whenever we get gnomes. We broke almost perfectly in the median value. Yep. This, I don't play Necro, even if I did, I don't like this cosmetic at all. This is badass, I like this. I don't play a lot of Dark Elves, but new Dark Elves are interesting. I might play them a bit more. Don't play Lizardman at all. I occasionally play Underworld. Fuck Nurgle. I hate new Nurgle. They're fucking disgusting. Which I guess feels right for Nurgle. And New Elven Union are funny. You can say what you want about New Elven Union. They are funny. I might be playing them a little bit in the new edition. How are we doing for levels here? Yeah, we're 9 players. Which is lovely. We got the tree back. And we are 5k short of getting our extra reroll. That is tragic. I could get the catcher. A second catcher would be nice, but I feel like saving for the third reroll is the quote-unquote correct move here. Another catcher for the extra movement and dodge would be really nice, though. Kind of makes up for the lack of the reroll itself. He rerolls all these fun things, but nah, that third reroll is really important. As much as I would love to have a almost full team going into a game. Despise Nurgle? Everyone should. I mean, Nurgle is already really annoying to fight, but god, new Nurgle is just ridiculous. I think it's insane. They're ranked as the 2nd worst tier in the game, above only Stunties, according to fucking Games Workshop's rankings, which is insane. I have no idea how that's the case. They're the same rank as Khorne. Using 2 catchers hurts a lot, and I'm not sure how valuable the lineman getting Fumblerooski is. It's not. Elven Union got fucking gutted, man. And their linemen are more expensive for Fumblerooski. Some matches where it helps a lot, but I don't know how often this will happen. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sprint's decent, but outside of 1 turn, Sprint really isn't that impactful of a skill if you don't have short feet to go with it. And even if you do, it's gonna bait you into believing that you aren't gonna roll double ones. But unfortunately, Elven Union, it's Fumble Rooskie's a fun skill, and I like it. The issue is a lot of the skills Elven Union got functions terribly with their catchers. They got, Oh, so you said sprint. Elven Union didn't get sprint, did they? They got diving catch. Oh, let me bring this up here. Yeah, they got diving catch. Hold on. OBS here. Yeah. Yeah, linemen went up 5k and got Fumble Rooski. And better passing, which all elf linemen got. Throwers got Hail Mary pass, catchers lost 2 catchers and got diving catch. Hail Mary pass is a horrendous skill. And on a passing 2+ piece, it's even worse. On 3+, you can make some use. I understand Hail Mary pass, diving catch. I see what they're trying here. It's still really bad. And diving catch. There is not a catcher in the game where this is a worse addition for. Because Elven Union catchers have Nerves of Steel. Elven Union catchers have Edge 2+. Nerves of Steel makes it so you ignore enemy tackle zone modifiers to catching the ball. Agility 2+ means you catch the ball in 2s, and diving catch gives you a +1 to catch the ball. That's fucking useless. Sure, rain, disturbing presence, there's a couple things that could apply, but in general, horrendous pick on them. I actually like diving catch on Edge 3+ catchers. I think that's actually a lot of really nice reliability to get. But just terrible. Same thing, Fumble Rooski works terribly with Nerves of Steel. One of the reasons that you use Fumble Rooski is if you have a player that you want to get the ball to, but they're marked by a bunch of enemy players. You can just plop the ball behind them, then they can dodge out and pick it up with no negative modifiers. Let me put the music back up here. So having Nerves of Steel just kind of doesn't work well with that. And you're a team with a thrower, so how often are you going to want to throw the ball and hand off the ball and you still need a Fumble Rooski? Very rare. Just unfortunately, this team just doesn't work well together at all. Yeah, diving catch helps in rain and helps against disturbing presence. Exactly. Each of these skills... Hail Mary pass, diving catch, and Fumble Rooski. I don't think there's a worse team you could have given this to than Elven Union. I'm great. Yeah, giving Nurgle Fumble Rooski would have been terrible, sure. But as far as like elf teams go or passing teams, the worst team that could have gotten these skills. Diving catch works terribly with Nerves of Steel on Edge 2+ pieces. Hail Mary pass, why would you ever use it when you're passing 2+? You're almost never going to need to use that. And your elves, you're never going to use that. Fumble Rooski actually isn't the worst thing ever. But it just, you don't need it. The amount of times you're actually going to need that is just so rare. You should have given them mass pro. I mean, they're called pro elves. Let's go. Now Artemis knows what's up. I think I'd rather have them kept Elven Union as cheap elves. 100%. They lowered the price of all the other elves. What they should have done is, in exchange, obviously Elven Union linemen can't be 55k. That you can't lower them 5k as well. That'd be just too good. To be honest, I don't think any of the elves should have gotten a price decrease on their linemen. I don't really get it. And I'm an elf coach. Wood elves are like my second most played team. What they should have done is given them Fumble Rooski for free. Fumble Rooski with a price increase is bad. What they should have done is not give them Fumble Rooski at all, but still. Fumble Rooski and charging people for Fumble Rooski is insane. The only interesting thing about Fumble Rooski is it's yet another workaround for stupid stalling roll. Yep, that is true. But the only thing I like about this is I am going to run a funny 9 lineman Elven Union team with then 2 blitzers. And just Fumble Rooski the ball around circles for fun. I will be doing that. My goal is to move the ball around the entire pitch in a big circle in one turn. That's my goal. Besides that, horrendous. Terrible changes. Has been fact, it doesn't stop the storm. Well, now what's the point of it? Declare handing off and fumble Roos get to the ground, not stalling. Dana just showed GW just don't understand its own rules. What? GW not understanding its own rules? Who could have seen that coming? Hey, Camagon. Yeah, I had a lovely time. We went 5-0 on touchdowns today. I'm feeling hot and great. Is it because we went against a level 45 coach? Perhaps. But that seems irrelevant. Just declare a pass or handoff and don't do a pass or handoff. Just use fumble Roos get put down instead. Gotcha. Alright, we have 2 people complimenting the music and 1 person that called it porno music, so that's a net win. Thank you, Camagon. You put us in the positive. Stalling rules: if you declare a pass or handoff and do not end up in possession of the ball, you are not stalling. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so by definition, Fumblerooski should still work unless they just don't understand how they worded their own rules. That is true, just Doomathon. It could be a compliment. No one's saying porno music is bad. Oh, my phone died. I'm fucking chatless. I'll bring it up on my computer, whatever. But yeah, I would say I think Elven Union is probably one of the worst team redesigns in 2025. I mean, a lot of the teams is just, God, why do you have to remove two players? But that was out of the actual developer's hands. This one, I think the repayment the team got was just terrible. I mean, Skaven losing 2 gutters, devastating, but an extra movement and strip ball on the blitzers is actually good. Stab on the gutters is decent, not great, but decent. But at least giving them extra movement is a really nice way to help make up for the fact they just lost a lot of movement. Elven Union didn't get any movement help here. The 1-box thing was? Yeah, what? The 1-box thing was so fucking stupid because you still have to buy 2 boxes because now none of the teams come with enough linemen. It's so clear someone that didn't understand anything about what was going on with the box sets just said, nope, we want to change that, and didn't listen to what anyone said because you still can't play a team with 1 box. If you want to play High Elves with 0 rerolls, then yes, you can play with their 1 box. If you want to take both throwers and all their positionals. Wood Elves, if you want to take all of their positionals and have 0 rerolls, then yep, you could technically play with that box set, but what a just terrible change. I think a decent amount of the teams, they did good with keeping the teams fun with those changes, but that change in general is stupid. You just use throwers as linos, that's why I tell people, yeah, but obviously that doesn't that's not exactly fixing their whole, we want people to be able to play the game with just 1 box set. It's just stupid. You can play 1 reroll High Elves with 1 thrower. Did they come with 6 linemen? I guess they did, you're right, they can do 1 reroll. Still not a good build, but you can do a playable build with High Elves. Wood Elves, no, you're fucked on Wood Elves. Yeah, it feels like 2 different offices made decisions, which is probably what actually happened. Yeah. I mean, it's very clearly someone made a decision that knows nothing of this game at all, and then other people had to fucking deal with it. I feel like for the most part that the actual developers of the rules, like the ones making them, probably did the best that they could. There's obviously a few things like Elven Union I'm not in love with the changes with. Do I think Nurgle needed 4 stand firm and a pick-me-up Rot spawn? No, I don't think so. I actually don't think that they needed that in exchange for losing 2 pestigores. I don't think that was necessary. And then humans makes me really sad, because humans are my favorite team in 2020, but I really don't like new humans. Like, I think they got decent buffs in exchange for what they lost, but I think there's a less fun team now. Exactly, yeah, the pick-me-up just is like... I don't understand why. I don't see any lore reason for it. Yeah, it does not make any sense. The stand firm thing's just annoying because it's like, well, you're kind of stepping on like Necro and Nobility's toes with that. I know both those are obviously much faster teams, but you basically get 4 objectively better flesh golems than Necro. Obviously, Necro have a bunch of other strengths, so I mean, you can't really just compare players like that, but I'm also just an avid Nurgle hater, so I'm just jumping on that bandwagon. But honestly, the human thing that pissed me off the most is why the thrower randomly got a passing nerf. You introduce secure the ball, which makes the human thrower worse, because his sure hands isn't as useful. Then you made the catcher's strength 3, so now there's a strength 3 movement 8 dodge piece that can pick up the ball at a 2. The thrower's looking really bad now, and then we're also going to make it so the thrower sucks at throwing the ball. Why would you ever take a thrower on humans anymore unless you're just using him for a leader caddy? Yeah, exactly, Art. Yeah, it was already, okay, he's strength 4 with a foul appearance, and if he gets blocked, fuck, that's a lot. Now stand firm and pick me up, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've only played a little bit of 2025, but I played a Nurgle team as Nobility, and it was fucked up. Yeah, you gotta get past foul appearance, then roll a POW, and then get past the fucking pick me up. And then, yeah, if you're in like a progression format where they get a bunch of block and guard, fucking good luck, champ. I understand Nurgle's whole shtick as being a really annoying team to deal with, but it feels like they went a little too far. But the only downside is that they lost 2 pestigores, which a lot of Nurgle teams didn't take 3 or 4 pestigores anyways. And honestly, what upsets me the most, they here. Where are they at? Where are these poor fucks? It's 2020, how do I get... Go be corn, damn you. Corn. So Nurgle got stand firm, steady footing, and pick me up. Corn got devious access on secondaries, jump up on corngores, which I will admit, jump up is better than steady footing. Bloodseekers went down 5k, and blood spawns can pass the ball on 6s now. And they got Brawling Brutes for progression, which means nothing in Resurrection format. I feel like since Korn, I think everyone can agree Korn is a worse team than Nurgle in 2020. I feel like it's a little ridiculous they lost the same thing and didn't get, like, a third of the buffs Nurgle got. I know Nurgle relies on their pestigores more than Korn relies on their corn cores, but as an avid corn enjoyer, it does upset me. And Amazon's actually got a passing buff, believe it or not. Amazon somehow walked away from 2020 with a buff. They lost devious... Yeah, they lost access to Dirty Blair. And technically, block is more expensive for them now. However, almost every team in the game got hit basically the same with the whole elite skill tax, so it really isn't that big a deal. I guess halflings are happy, because halflings don't care about elite skills, but That's a good... Is Corn the worst non-stunty team? They might be. Yeah, I think they very well might be. I mean, granted... I mean, I'm losing 2 Corn Gores really isn't that terrible for Corn. I mean, depending what, like, tournament cash you have, it might be really crippling, but it's not the end of the world. I don't know if the 5k price decrease on Bloodseekers actually changes any starting builds for, like, progression. I don't think it does. But, the fact that Nurgle got such a big buff definitely hurts them. Yeah, Dwarves was a big one. I still don't think Dwarves are like, oh my god, this team's horrendous. Losing strength access is pretty damn bad. And some price increases as well. And losing tackle. There's quite a bit. Mass defensive is at least they got something in exchange for losing tackle. I do really like the new blitzers. The price increases obviously are rough, but starter dwarves at like 1 million team value, actually pretty damn good. In retrospect, compared to like, oh, this team's fucking dead. Those blitzers are scary, man. Having diving tackle, block, and tackle right away is pretty damn fucking nice. And of course, you know, they get half off bribes. You can run Death Roller Dwarves, yay! Yeah, Dwarves ain't great. Threat's kind of just disappointing. Yeah, exactly, Art. Yeah, you can't really just look at the NAF statistics and be like, see, this is the worst team in the game, because... Yeah, I mean, if every team got the same amount of cash and the same amount of skills, the NAF rankings would be completely different. Tournaments specifically do tiering and stuff to help balance teams. And yeah, if none of the really good players are playing dwarves, obviously that's also gonna tank their win rate. Yeah, I don't think that you can really look at NAF win rates as like the sole determiner of like what's the best team, what's the worst team, because people are specifically trying to use tiering and stuff to balance teams. Obviously, even with tiering, stunties tend to be tend to still be at the bottom. Minus fucking Snotlings. Holy shit, Snotlings are insane right now. I know people say OWA is the most buffed team in the game. Bro, Snotlings are not far behind. Jesus Christ, they are insane right now. There's a guy called Whipweed on Fumble who's played literally 500 games of Dwarfs, has single-digit win rates in 3rd season. That's actually impressive that one man has that much power. That's actually a good point, Doomathon. Yeah, pick rates might actually show you the meta more than anything else. Yeah, I actually respect the shit out of that guy, Whipweed. Nothing but respect for that man. And yep, looking at Amazons here, they just got buffed, actually. Which is still, of all the changes in 2025, that might still be the most baffling one to me. That Amazons walked away with only buffs. Blackrock, where are the Blackrocks? Oh yeah, Train Troll lost Loner. That's actually really big. Goblins have devious skills, which isn't really a buff. It's basically just access to the same skills as before, and like 10 skills you'll never want to take. In fact, I would say it's actually a debuff because Sneaky got nerfed. You get dirty. I guess, I don't know, dirty player instead of old Sneaky get. I don't know if that's technically a buff or debuff. Black Orcs can't get leader anymore. Sag. Troll loses loner. But can take leader now. And they do get Brawling Brutes. I actually really like Chaos Chosen. I think this was a real winner. Beastman losing strength access, obviously really rough. But a 5k price decrease and thick skull. You are a human lineman with horns, thick skull, and mutation access for 5k. I think that is a fucking great deal. And 3+ passing, that's nice. Blockers. Got armbar, I forgot about the armbar. Fucking most buff team in the game. Chaos Trolls gain passing on secondary. Minotaurs can pass now. And a reroll price decrease down to 50k. Are they the only bash team with 50k rerolls now? Because dwarves went up 10k. Yeah, I really like what happened to Chaos Chosen. Even though it's nothing like crazy. Fumble. Dwarves have a 23% win rate. That's insane that one man can drag it down that far. Impressive. Yeah, that's the big thing. Chaos always... My baby Chaos was always like, oh god, that, like, it's just a chore to make a new Chaos team in progression format because of how rough they are in the beginning. But huge price decreases. And early on, Thick Skull is going to help a lot. I mean, not a lot, but it's going to help. On linemen, Thick Skull's pretty damn nice. That's going to, like, pretty consistently, like, 1 or 2 knockouts are going to get turned to stuns every game. Armbar blockers is obviously, like, a fucking joke. I mean, maybe it's going to do something once every, like, 3 to 5 games, but... The strength access is rough, but honestly, I kind of like that you're more encouraged to take mutations on them now. If you want a Beastman killer, it's one more secondary skill to get Mighty Blow. It's not too bad. Chosen blockers are going to be pretty basic, block and guard. Troll is still loner. He doesn't get that buff. Ogre is still loner 4+. He's, I think, the only ogre. No, Renegade Ogre is also probably 4+. Actually, no, like Renegade Ogre, they did confirm, is 3+. So I think this is the worst Ogre in the game, minus the mutation access. The least well-behaved Ogre. Yeah, I was already... I used to run, in 2020, I ran, Chaos Chosen with the Troll. Which wasn't great, but I just liked having the extra strength. But being able to do it now with 3 rerolls is sick. Oh yeah, Orcs still have the untrained Troll, that's right. Swap the Warrior out for an Ogre. Yeah, it's not a bad move. I like the Troll just because just maximizing strength early on. Armbar could do fight things on a Crocs or Roger. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not on a Crocs or Roger, it's on a Chaos Blocker. Orcs have 50k rerolls? Damn, I don't know why I thought Orcs had 60k. 7 goat, you're saving 35k. Yes, the price decreases on linemen on none of these teams, like elf linemen going down, is fucking huge. I would say Mighty Blow's technically 30k more on secondary because of the elite tax. But everyone's getting elite taxed on Mighty Blow, so it's really not that big a deal. Another team I love the changes with, not because of any like gameplay element, solely because I play them and I'm happy they got buffed for no fucking reason. Where are you guys at? There they are. Why were Wood Elves buffed for no reason? Lyman pass on 3s and got a price decrease. Thrower's got a price decrease and save pair of hands, which is like a who cares skill, but is just an objective buff. They lose 2 catchers. I rarely ever ran more than 2 anyways, but they get sprint back. War Dancers get a price increase by, what, 5k? You get 5k decrease on linemen, 5k decrease on throwers. That doesn't matter. That just cancels out 2 of the lineman ones, I guess. I don't know why Woodell's got so many buffs, but I'm fucking loving it. Humans have an insane win rate on fumble. That's surprising. I know humans are actually, like, better now, surprisingly, despite losing 2 blitzers. But they lost 2 blitzers in exchange for quite a few buffs. I hate that the thrower got nerfed for literally no reason, but... Vampires, sad. it was fun while it lasted. 2+ Hypnogaze that disabled block and dodge. I don't know who thought it was a good idea that, hey, you know a thing like an elf could dodge on a 2? What if we made it that instead of dodging on a 2, they could disable someone's tackle zones and all of their skills? What if we made it so they could do that on a 2 instead? But it was fun to do it. Passing increases on players that don't want to pass the ball. Technically, this is a buff. They get the Thrall mid-game now. And technically, this isn't a flat debuff since it could be a buff in some certain situations. But I mean, let's be real. This is a pretty big nerf. I've yet to run into a vampire team in 2025. I'm interested to see how many people are still playing them. Exactly, yeah. Humans, yes, they lost 4 players technically, but no one ran more than 2 catchers. Maybe 3. I've seen some people run 3. Yeah, what else got cheaper and Mighty Blow got more expensive? Granted, people are still going to be running at least 1 Mighty Blow killer. And then you got Underworld. Underworld was... This is the one that... The kind of things that upset me. Skaven got nerfed by losing players, so they got buffs on the players that they lost. But just buffs in general. Underworld lost literally nothing and got the same buffs. So now, why would you play Skaven when you could just play Underworld? Skaven lost 2 gutter runners, so they got stabbed. Underworld lost nothing, their gutter runner gave stab. Skaven lost 2 gutter runners, so the blitzers gained a movement and strip ball. Underworld lost nothing, their blitzer gained movement and strip ball. And then no nerfs to the team. In fact, actually buffs. Yeah, the team just got buffs. I know Underworld wasn't like overpowered before, but I don't love that. I also don't understand why they don't give the Renegade Orc primary access to strength skills. 100%, it would have done something to actually make the Orc, Lino, and Renegades unique. Because right now, he's probably the most boring, quote-unquote, positional on Renegades. His only purpose is just to get his ass beat by the Roger. And if you aren't using a Roger, get his ass beat on the front line. Pretty damn lame. Yeah, I mean, Skaven still has its purpose. I mean, 2 gutter runners and 2 blitzers and strength 3 linemen. They still play very differently than Underworld. But as far as just being a better team, it's undeniably Underworld. Okay, I got other actual, like, sport ball things happening right now. Snotlings, I do think rival OWA's most buffed team in the game. OWA is, but I think Snotlings are a close second. Despite the fact it's just this, really. Pump wagons are slightly cheaper, have extra movement, and lose secret weapon. And then train trolls, Oh, they didn't even list this in here. Train trolls lose loner. So you are now a 4 big guy team with no loner on any of the big guys. You're basically just a better ogre team. I mean, I know that the pump wagons don't have throw teammate, and you don't have the runt punter, I guess, but you're just kind of a better ogre team. Oh, rerolls did go up 10k. They did get a slight nerf. Any other teams I want to vent about? Norse, weren't Norse like almost unchanged? They got passing because null passing doesn't exist on anything but no ball pieces. Unsteady and a star player change. So that essentially no change to Norse. Fuck you, Nurgle. Ogres, were you guys also basically unchanged? They got Brawling Brutes, secondary devious access, primary devious access on Moblars. They actually got nerfed by losing Old World Classic stars. Old World lines I'm not even looking at. Gnomes and halflings very much unchanged. Goblins were a really unique one. I actually don't like some of the goblin changes. Doom Diver being a real player. Thank you. Thank you, game. The Doom Diver actually is usable now. He has dodge and he can use stunty. Thank fucking god. And swoop got changed. And trolls lose loner, fucking huge. Which I felt like was a change long time coming. Goblins are very much the counter, not the counter team, but the other side of the coin to halflings. And halfling trees don't have loner. I feel like it just makes sense. Goblin trolls won't have it either. The other thing I don't like, I do not like what they did to the chainsaw. Loses agility access. He can now use stunty. I don't like chainsaws being able to cage dive. And also doesn't get SPP on injuries anymore. And has no ball. Well, actually, no, I don't think. But he has no ball. But yeah, well, it wasn't the injury thing. He has no ball. So now it's really hard to level him up. You're just relying on 2 MVPs. Or punching with him like a psychopath. But don't worry, we added a devious skill where now you can get SPP with the chainsaw. So save 6 SPP on a player that wants to die, is demanding death to himself, to get a skill to give him SPP, and pray he doesn't die before he gets 2 more skills to make that first skill worth it. Very weird. Don't like chainsaw. Everything else I like. But yeah, for the most part, I'm positive for the team changes. Nobility, fucking great. Big fan of them. Lizardmen was good. Yeah, there's not too many teams I hated. Dark Elves, I'm kind of on. Punt was kind of disappointing. You also got the nerf that your first game every draft is annoying because you have to buy players you don't want, then fire them. Yeah, it's not like... That's another thing where there's just a clear loophole in the rules. And the fact in the most recent fact, they're like, oh yeah, you could use that loophole. Really? Then what's the point of... Then why even have insignificant as a thing? If you could just ignore it. I don't get that. And the fact that in the fact, they were like, oh, but you should still ask your league admin or whatever if you're allowed to do that. Then why are you making rules if in the fact you're like, I'll just ask whoever's running the league what they want to do. So fucking stupid. Swoop got buffed. Yeah, I love everything they did with the Doom Diver. Swoop got kind of crazy buffed, where he can go 6 spaces now. Gnomes got gutted. Yeah, but Gnomes got, like, inadvertently gutted. It's just this. Wait. But Gnomes didn't get gutted at all. Wait, what happened to Gnomes? I think the only thing that happened to Gnomes was that Gnomes and Halflings didn't get devious skills. Oh, and the dodge being an elite skill, that sucks on Gnomes. They're the only stunty team that actually takes a lot of elite skills. Yeah, that is the one thing that really sucks for gnomes, is that they are the only stunty team that actually wants to level up their players and wants to take a lot of elite skills. That's definitely rough on them. But hey, the fox is still really good. He doesn't care about elite skills. And halflings, unfortunately, also their main nerf was this here, losing old world stars. That means they can't take Griff anymore, which technically, but they can take halfling Thimble. I don't get this. I still don't get this. You have to pick between Thimble Cup and Woodland League. There are like 2 stars in Thimble Cup. It's Cindy, Puggy, and Rumbelow. That's it. Or Elf stars and Treemen stars and Gnome stars. Why is Halfling Thimble Cup a thing? I don't understand why this is a thing. It should be and. These are 3 very middling stars. I mean, Cindy's good, but 4 halflings, no one fucking cares. I don't get that at all. And once again, they're one of the stunty teams that didn't get devious skills, which does suck. It's not just infinitely guard and dodge are more expensive. Yeah, I mean, well, the guard doesn't really matter. They're not really taking much guard. Actually, I guess the trees are taking it. You're right. But it is inadvertently in that it's not a change to gnomes that nerf them. It is a change to the game that happens to hurt gnomes really bad. Yeah, dwarves not getting tackle. I am a huge fan of that. And I think it's good that dwarves still have tackle blitzers. That is true, Pancare. Yeah, stab ups on foxes are huge. I guess just Doomathon in general. I just think it's both a very few amount of stars and none of them are very good. Just put them with the gnome stars. And the fact that the gnome stars are pretty good too. Puggy did get +1 armor for an extra 10k, I think. Which I think makes complete sense. It never made sense to me that he was normal halfling armor, when he's just clearly very kitted out. And also there are already hefties that have extra armor. But it's a shame to me because Puggy's my favorite star. And now I can't take him and a real star. You can... It's basically just Puggy and Rumbelow. You have to take them together, which is rough. Or Chaos Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves got weird. Chaos Dwarves definitely weird. Chaos Dwarves even here. No Chaos Dwarves. Hold on, let me find Chaos Dwarves real quick. Ah, here we go. Yeah, the big one I think is this. Hobgoblin Lineman lost general skills. But they got devious skills. Sneaky Stabbers got 10k cheaper, so they're only 20k more than the Hobgoblin. Gain devious and keep general. So when people said the Sneaky Stab is the worst fucking player in the game, they're like, well, we're gonna make you take him because we're removing general access from the Hobgoblins. Cool. Secondary devious access to the rest of the players. And Minotaur has 6+ passing. And Minotaur got mutation access. I forgot, Minotaur that's a big buff on Minotaur. You can get claws on him now right away. That tree is big. My favorite star I got up to. Who's your favorite star, Painkiller? Who got gutted? The white dwarf, he makes me sad. I think he's decent still, but he's just not fun anymore. You're not using a dwarf as a ball carrier, and you can still use a hobgoblin lineman. They just want to block. I mean, secure the balls in here now, but the idea is now you're taking a sneaky stabber or two. And claw's still second skill to block. Yeah, it depends if you want to save for it. It is easier to get secondary skills now. I mean, Minotaur can pretty consistently get triple dice, so you can try to rely on that, and then claws to actually murder things. Luther weapon and Luther. Panning over it again. What happened to Luther? Just gonna touch him. That's the same. Block, Hypnogaze, Loner, Regen, Sidestep. 300k. Do you get price increase? Oh, the Hypno 3+, that, yeah, duh. Yeah, because the Hypnogaze nerf. I will say, though, wait, was Hypnogaze an agility test? Or was it a flat 2+? It was a flat 2+, wasn't it? I was gonna say, like, wait, was this a buff for Boa Constrictor? I don't remember. Oh, I got Blood Bolt 3 open. I guess I'll look at this here. It is an agility test, so this is a buff to Boa Constrictor, everyone. All is right in the world. Boa Constrictor got buffed. Hypnogaze isn't a flat nerf. I'm looking at the skill description and in Blood Bowl 3 here, which we can definitely trust this. It says an agility test with -1 for each player marking it. Now this is Blood Bowl 3, who can't get description right to save their lives, but that is what it says here. I guess, yeah, just it was only ever 2+ pieces doing it. But that does mean, I never realized, yeah, in 2020, if you get an ad jump on a vampire, that's actually gonna help their Hypnogaze too. I wouldn't use a Lino as long-term ball carrier. Yeah, not long-term, but in general, I'd still use him before a Edge 4+ dwarf. But, I think this is a net win. Yeah, did every other Hypno player in the game get fucking gutted? Sure, but Boa Constrictor is slightly buffed. A flat 3+ on him is now just great. What else does Boa Constrictor have? Dodge, fend, tail, safe pair of hands, sidestep. Okay, interesting. Once per game, if he begins his activation, marking player will possess the ball. Roll d6 on a 2. He immediately steals the ball, and his activation ends. Not great. I mean, he's dodged sidestep, so he has a decent chance of keeping that ball, but not great. He still fucking sucks, but hey. 180k to get Hypnogaze on a Lizardman team, or on an Amazon team. Not the worst thing ever. Now granted, how much is Anki's 190 for just another good Saurus. Dribble Drool 230. Estelle's 190. Estelle's not great, but Estelle's probably better than Boa Constrictor. Estelle's really expensive. Carla's 210. Zug can play for... Why can Zug play for Lustrian Super League? I get Carla. She's like an Amazon, I think. Zug, why are you here? You're just a guy. Why are you playing for the lizards and the woman? I guess Zug's just an all-around cool guy. But alright, I've putzed around enough. My fucking throat's killing me. I've been yapping too long. Is anyone else streaming at the moment? My phone's fucking dead. I can't check. Blood Bowl 3. Anyone streaming? Hell yeah, we got one person streaming. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys. I am unable to raid Captain Redbeard Rum. Huh. So I can play for all the good guys? I guess that makes sense. Let me try that one more time. Well. Nephew's not good guys. Yeah, you can't play for the High Elves. There's only one guy playing Blood Bowl and it's not letting me raid him. Only. So I'm just gonna end the stream and tell you guys to go watch Captain Redbeard Rum because it doesn't let me raid him for some reason. I think that's a setting you can have. Alright, I'm just gonna wrap up then. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you Gondra and Bondrive for following. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Painkiller and me will be duking it out. You too, Can't the Gun. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I will obliterate you tomorrow, Painkiller. Toodles.